They say we make choices that we have to live with. I disagree. I say life makes choices for us that we have to live with. My mom raised 4 kids by herself. She didn't have the luxury of traditional child-rearing techniques like timeout, negotiating, or counting to 3. She had to come up with more immediate solutions. Like when us kids would start to fight, she'd calmly walk over to the phone and call the hitter house. That would stop the fight immediately because the hitter house was where they took bad children who liked to hit. They'd pick them up in little cage trucks and take them to the hitter house, strap them to a turnstile, and give them big sticks to hit each other with. Disturbing, yes, but effective. We had Minky monsters that lived under our beds. Every night Mom would get the broom and knock the Minky monsters back into the corners so we could run and jump in bed. Once we were all safe and sound and tucked in, we knew better than to get out of bed until morning, because if we did, the Minky monsters would grab us by our ankles and drag us under our beds, never to be seen again. Terrifying, yes, but effective. When it came to punishments, we got spanked. Not beat, spanked. Grandma had one of those Board of Corrections paddles. That thing was calibrated to move your damn hand. And you moved your damn hand because your butt was getting busted. And if your fingers were going to get in on that action, that was on you. Chunkla moms, I'm sorry, my mom had you beat. There is nothing scarier than a woman who is a ninja with a wooden spoon and has the patience of a saint. She wouldn't spank us right away. She'd wait and wait until we were coming out of the shower, had one hand on the shower curtain, one leg coming up over the tub, stark naked, off balance, and nowhere to run. And whoosh, that's all it took, just one. Let me tell you, nothing stings worse or welts up faster than a wooden spoon with a hole in it on a naked, wet ass. These little catch me outside badasses would not have survived my mother. Catch me outside. Let me catch you outside. I'll take you to the real hitter house and let my mom catch you coming out of the shower. I had 3 very talented older siblings. The only thing I was good at was being invisible, which I thought was a bad thing until I had to go to Catholic school for 8 years and I wasn't Catholic. Turns out being invisible means you don't have to participate in all the extracurricular activities, and knowing all the fun facts we know now, I'd say it was more of a blessing. In high school, I was no longer invisible, and I knew this because I had to wear glasses and braces. Not an attractive look. But I had a boyfriend, and he pulled out a picture of this cute blonde and ever so sweetly said, "See, I could have someone beautiful, but I love you." So after a failed marriage at 19, I had no self-esteem, no identity of my own, but what I did have was an outgrown Catholic schoolgirl's uniform. So I did what I should have done in the first place. I became a showgirl, which is fancy for stripper with an act. Best choice life ever threw at me. I finally had an identity of my own. It was a fake identity, but it was mine, and she had confidence.
Wow.
Contrary to popular belief, we were not floozies flitting around in glitter and cotton candy perfume. Although I'm pretty sure I started the cotton candy perfume thing. You're welcome. This was the 90s when glam rock was the big thing. We were groupies, because if you didn't have long hair, were anorexic, and looked like you had hepatitis, we wouldn't give you a second look. That was husband number 2. We've grown up since then. Well, I have. She still likes younger, muscular men, so I got her one, met him in prison through the Adopt-A-Con program. It's a little risky, but I'm not dumb. I did my research, and I got the one that really didn't do it. Besides, 3rd time's a charm, right? Now, I was pretty excited, because I knew I hadn't had sex in a while. And I was fairly confident that he hadn't had sex in a while, because you do know there's no such thing as non-consensual sex in prison. If you don't consent, they just beat the shit out of you till you do. And I'd only ever seen it with one black eye. Black eye, not black guy. The bad news is, I was right, but he had been forced to avoid sex like the plague for so long, he's not that into it anymore. The good news is, that's okay. I'm not that good at it anymore. I'm not as limber as I used to be. Everything's drying up. I choke on anything that hits that one spot in the back of my throat. And now, with the lack of sensitivity, the fucking spin cycle on my washing machine doesn't even work anymore. I didn't choose to get old, but like it or not, here I am on that downhill slide. And it's not a fun slide. Sometimes it's a water slide, which sounds fun in theory, not so much. And those awful commercials, they're so positive. Boys under pressure and boys in my pants. That depends. I tried wearing those undergarments to the gym. Adult butts in diapers and spandex are not discreet. I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror. My butt looked like a cardboard box someone had left out in the rain. It was horrifying. Then it was depressing, because I wasn't wearing the damn thing anymore. But all the diet and exercise in the world doesn't stop the process. It doesn't fix certain things that just come with age. Like when your eyesight starts to go, let it. That is Mother Nature's nurturing way of telling you, you've seen enough. The problem is other people can still see. So get all the surgeries and spare parts and upgrades and nips and tucks and whatever you can think of as soon as you can. Because Father Time is a sneaky, sadistic SOB who shows no mercy, knows no safe words, and will ultimately sag you, tag you, bag you, and 50 Shades of Grey your ass. Like that. Any one of you could be dancing on a stage, these guys in pervert row throwing money at you. You take a sexy spin, boom, your vertigo kicks in. Now, you're standing in a puddle, hanging on for dear life, with one boob stuck in your armpit while the other one bounces off the pole and slaps you upside your head. What the fuck? When your boobs can beat the crap out of you, I think at that point, boob jobs should be considered medical necessities, and like a certain little blue pill, be covered under Medicare. Other shit sags you don't even think of. Knees sag. Mine look like, well, they look like they need to be circumcised. That's what they look like. Anybody else uncircumcised dick knees? Just you wait. A friend of mine had a man lift. Have you heard of this? It's a scrotal reduction because he had old man balls. Oh, yes, men sag too. I know, what the fuck. So I tell him, that thing's gonna quit on you anyways. You might as well have fun with what you've got. Like, you could let people play with them, like click-clacks. Remember those? Those were fun. You can't even find those anymore. Or strap a paddle to it and have your own little paddle ball set. He didn't think that was funny at all. But the first time he sat on the toilet and those bad boys went bungee diving, he jumped up so fast they shot back up, wrapped themselves around him, and hung on for dear life. Scared the shit out of all four of them. Some women have a similar issue. I call them my squid lips. I just get sexier by the minute. There's a surgery for that too. And I was considering having that done. I was in the tub one evening relaxing, and I felt something moving down there. What the fuck? I look. My squid lips are happily swimming along, enjoying the warm water. And that was cool. So I thought maybe I don't want that surgery, because what if I'm ever stranded on a deserted island or lost at sea? I could be my own rescue boat. I got the flotation devices, finally. All I have to do is figure out which direction to go, lay back, and release the Kraken.